Hi, my name is Lisette Auton. I'm white with freckles and long brown hair, and I'm sitting at the desk in my office. I'm a writer. I do stuff with words in all their forms, and today we're going to do some protest writing together. And it's based on this amazing book, Greta and the Giants, and it's by Zoe Tucker and Zoe Persisco. And Greta found the thing in the world that she was really passionate about, which was climate change. And she went out into the world to make a difference about that. So today, together, we're going to find the thing that we're really passionate about. And we're going to do that as a gradual process, from little irritating, annoying things up to the big difference that we want to make in the world. So we're going to need paper and pen. This is about ideas. We're at the idea gathering, thinking things through stage. So for that, please do not worry about spellings. It's about gathering stuff and getting it down on the page. It's about working quickly. We don't have time for spellings when we're doing that. It's getting all the amazing stuff out of our brain and splattering it all on the page. If you can't think of the word, draw a doodle. Anything that just helps you remember and keep it flowing. I'm going to ask you to pause the video at times, and that's so you can get on and do some brilliant writing without me getting in the way and whiffling all over it. Okay, first thing I want you to do, I want you to think about 5 things that are just about okay. So I'm going to write the number 5 to remind me that it's 5 things that I need to think about. So what are 5 things that are just about okay? Well, it could be only having one sock. You know, when you can only find one sock, where do all the other socks go? So that could be one thing that's just about okay. What else is just about okay? No Cocoa Pops, only Rice Krispies. No Cocoa Pops. That's just about okay. So I want you to think about 5 things that are just about okay and scribble or doodle them down on your piece of paper. Pause the video and do that now. Welcome back. You've got 5 things that are just about okay. Now we need 4 things that are minor irritants. Niggly things. Bits that make you a little bit more irritated than your just okay things. So for me, one of those things would be people who squeeze toothpaste in the middle. Oh, do not do that, people. Another one could be people who leave the toilet seat up. So that kind of level, I want 4 things like that. Pause the video and write them now. Welcome back. Now we're counting down. We need 3 things. 3 things that make you cross. Okay. What 3 things make me cross? Not having enough time for play. Play is so important, and sometimes we don't have enough time for that with all the things that we have to do. So that makes me cross. Sometimes there having to be too many exams because you need to be assessed all the time. I think that can sometimes make me a bit cross. So I'm going to put exams. So pause the video, think of 3 things that make you cross and write them down. Do that now. Welcome back. We're getting there. We've got 5 things, 4 things, 3 things. Now we need 2 things that make you very angry. Okay, so for me, I think one of the things that makes me really angry is that there's some really, really rich people in the world and some really, really poor people in the world. And I don't think that's fair at all. And that makes me really angry. Also, I'm a disabled person, a disabled writer. So if I go to a building when there's an event or a concert and it turns out that there's loads of steps and my friends can't get in, that makes me really angry. I don't think that should be allowed. So think about 2 things that have an impact that make a difference on the whole world, not just you, that make you angry and you'd like to change? Think about those two things, pause the video and write them now. Welcome back. We are at the final stage, number 1. Okay, let's think back to Greta. Greta's number 1, the thing that she was most passionate about, was climate crisis, climate change. She wanted to stop that, make us understand about it, make a change in the whole world. What thing do you want to make a change about in the whole world? It could be climate change like Greta, or it could be something else. It could be homelessness. Everybody should have a place that they feel warm and cosy and safe in. Maybe that's the thing that you're passionate about. What else? For me, I'm going to write down hunger. I don't think anybody in this world should be hungry. That's the thing that I'm most passionate about, I think. So have a think, have a discuss, have a ponder, pause the video if you need to, and come back once you've written it down. Welcome back. What did you choose as your number 1? Okay, now we are going to turn our draft, our pieces of thought and imagination and our ideas where we doodled on the page, and we're going to turn those into a piece of writing. So this is where, if you want to, you can write it a bit neater. You can check your spelling if you want to. You can get somebody to help you with that, or you can just get your ideas on the page and do that later, or not do it at all. You're the writer, you get to choose here. Though it would be great if you could write them out and then you could stick them all up as a mini protest. That would be brilliant. So let's think of a phrase. It could be something like, I wish, or we can, or I must, or we must. I like that one. I'm going to use we must. I like the way it's powerful. It's really about making a change, and I like the way we're doing it as a team, we rather than I. So I'm going to do we must. Choose one of each of your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pieces to write. So I'm going to put we must ban odd socks. That was from my number 5. From my number 4, what did we have about that one? That was, oh, how did I forget? Toothpaste. We must never squeeze toothpaste in the middle. So what I want you to do is to write your chosen phrase, I wish, we can, we should, we must, we could, 5 times, and then next to that, pick one of each of yours, and your final line is going to be the one that is your passion, is going to be the difference that you want to see in the world. Pause the video and do that now. Welcome back. You have done the most amazing piece of protest writing. You have gathered ideas, you've placed them on the page, you've been at the draft stage, you've edited, you've made a neat version. You've done some incredible writing. Well done. Really good protest stuff. So I want to think of another way that we can use our number 1 passion, just like Greta's was climate change. Mine was hunger. I want to do this with you. Or at least I want to give you the idea so you can do this in your own time to do even more work about protesting if you would like to. This is called an acrostic. So I've taken my number 1, hunger, and I've written all the letters down the side here. And then for each of the letters, I'm going to write a phrase. So for example, for N, I've put no one should be hungry. So it's all to do with the word down here. For E, I've put enough to go round. I think there should be enough food to go round. What else could we do? Hunger. is not fair. So take your word, write it down the side, and then fill in all the letters. You could make them rhyme if you want to. You could have a theme that goes out. You could pick the number of words that you want to do. You can make it as challenging as you want or as wide-ranging as you want to. Have fun with that. And the last idea that I want you to leave you with is to make a little short story, because I love writing short stories. So pick one of your things from your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, I'm still thinking about toothpaste. So make up a character. Who are they? Where do they live? What do they do? What do they like going and doing at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday? Have a think about that. What things do they keep in their pockets? What's their favourite clothes? What's their favourite toy? Have a think about inventing a character, and then have a think about what they hate. My character hates toothpaste being squeezed in the middle. What do they want? What's in their way? What's stopping them get what they want? What's going to happen in the end? Do they get to ban toothpaste being squeezed in the middle? Do they get covered in toothpaste? Do they meet somebody else who hates toothpaste squeezed in the middle too? Or is there a baddie who goes around squeezing toothpaste in the middle? Who knows? Use your imagination, get your ideas on the page and craft a short story. So you can have fun with protest. You can make protest really happen. You can make a change in the world. You can be like Greta, because we found our passion. We found what we want to change, and we are using words together to make that change.